A Christian Walker signing for the New York Yankees could be imminent, as the New York Yankees have zeroed in on some first base targets between Christian Walker and Cody Bellinger, and we're going to see what the New York Yankees front office has to do right now, as they're known now that Hal Steinbrenner is willing to throw around money to make the team a World Series contender, and we're going to break it all down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest, Yankees Digest. It's Chris here. I was looking at my hoodie. We're going to jump right into it, as always, and pretend like I didn't say Knicks Digest. Guys, make sure to subscribe if you're liking the content right now. 17% of viewers are subscribed, but let's get into this. The New York Yankees, obviously, outside of some other situations, they need a first baseman. Anthony Rizzo is no longer going to be on the Yankees next year, and right now the two top options are far and away Cody Bellinger and Christian Walker, and a lot of signs have pointed to the New York Yankees being very close to signing Christian Walker, with Yankees fan Earl saying that the Yankees were closing in on a deal with Christian Walker, and it sounds like it's 3 years and it could include an option, while also hearing that the Yankees and Walker have made progress and the talks have been productive. All things, though, have been halted as the New York Yankees are investigating the Kyle Tucker trade market. Right now, the New York Yankees are going out there and doing their due diligence on Kyle Tucker, as they understand the vast importance of bringing in a star who can replace Juan Soto completely, both in the outfield and as the two-hole hitter. Something Kyle Tucker is definitely going to be more than capable of doing. So that's where the Yankees' focus is at right now before they get back to going to some Christian Walker stuff. And we've also seen from Joel Sherman of the New York Post that the New York Yankees on Sunday night renewed contract discussions with free agent first baseman Christian Walker. Walker is far from the only player the Yankees are pursuing in free agency in the trade market, and the Yankees are multitasking on pitchers and hitters as they try to reallocate some of the money they offered to Juan Soto after the outfielder opted to leave Pinstripes for the Mets deal. So where the Yankees are right now, they're trying to use that Juan Soto money for multiple other players. Max Fried got some of it with that $218 million contract. Now we're going to see Christian Walker or Cody Bellinger get acquired by the New York Yankees. The team has had interest in both, and both players fit the team very well. Now, Christian Walker is a phenomenal first baseman, especially when it comes to fielding. He's been a Gold Glover the last 3 years. He gives you as good a fielding from a first baseman as the New York Yankees could ask for. He gives them a nice bat. He really just helps them out in a lot of ways. He's 33 years old, so he's still got some prime years left of his career, and he would be a huge signing for the New York Yankees. Now, as I mentioned, he's a three-time Gold Glover over the last 3 years. Had 26 home runs last year, had an OPS of 800, slugging percentage of 468, and OPS plus of 121. Christian Walker has been a very solid player. He was a very solid player last year with 2.5 wins over replacement as a first baseman. Now, yeah, when next season starts, he's going to be 34 years old, so you're having him from age 34 to 36. So not exactly the peak of his prime, but he still will be in the prime of his career, and that is something in itself that would be important for the New York Yankees to have, as you get a first baseman who you could trust for a few years before you evidently move Aaron Judge to first base. So it kind of just gives the Yankees a pretty good situation to deal with here, and I really, really like the idea of the Yankees going out and getting Christian Walker. He fits the team really well, and he is a true first baseman, unlike Cody Bellinger, who's a great first baseman, don't get me wrong, but he's such a good outfielder that putting Bellinger in first base feels like it's kind of an interesting choice. Now, speaking of Cody Bellinger, the man obviously is a former MVP and Rookie of the Year and two-time All-Star. He's as well a Gold Glover, phenomenal outfielder, absolute cannon in the outfield, and last season had an OPS of 751, so right above league average. Played well, though. I mean, 18 home runs, could get on base, OPS plus of 111. Now, yeah, he's not that MVP player anymore, but he's still a very solid player to have and would help the New York Yankees. He could bat somewhere, really wherever in the batting order. I mean, you'd rather have him not be your second batter, but he could be it. It's not the strongest second batter in the world. It'd be nicer to have him in the middle of the lineup. And maybe, who knows, maybe they could get both Bellinger and Kyle Tucker and have Bellinger be a part-time first baseman, part-time outfielder. That would work well. You could stick him in center field and give Dominguez days off. The Yankees have some outlets to go if they want to go out and acquire Cody Bellinger. Someone who they have had interest in, which we know is the case now. We know the Yankees have interest in Cody Bellinger, and John Heyman mentioned that Cody Bellinger would be a great fit for the New York Yankees since he's very good at first base, but also solid in center field also. There's a gap on the price, though. The Cubs don't want to eat any salary, and the Yankees think they should. Now, Bellinger's guaranteed $52.5 million over the next 2 years with an opt-out after 2025. The Yankees don't want to pay all of Cody Bellinger's salary. They want the Cubs to pick up some of it, and right now it feels like the Chicago Cubs are not willing to do that. Now, the Cubs themselves are in the trade market, especially for Kyle Tucker, someone who the Yankees are as well targeting. The Cubs are also known to be interested or are known to be shopping around Nico Hoerner, and it's hard to imagine that you see a Hoerner for Kyle Tucker swap, but it's something that's possible, and especially with Alex Bregman on the way out, infielding help would definitely be huge for the Houston Astros, so it would be a solid move to go out there and make some sort of swap that way, or just the Cubs could find a way to acquire Kyle Tucker. It feels like they're not that good, man. It feels like it. The Cubs are in a weird spot. I mean, you have Swanson, you have some talented players, but you're not like a World Series contender. I don't see the point of going out and trading for Kyle Tucker to be an all-right MLB team. Wouldn't you rather keep Bellinger if you acquire Kyle Tucker also, or trade Bellinger to the Astros if you're going to acquire him? Like, I think it doesn't really make too much sense, man. And I honestly don't think the Chicago Cubs are going to be acquiring Kyle Tucker. I think they're just doing their due diligence before moving away. I think it's really between the New York... I called them the New York Giants last time. I called them... What is with me in calling this team the New York Giants? The San Francisco Giants or the New York Yankees are probably the two teams that are most locked in for Kyle Tucker right now, and that will have an impact on what the Yankees do. And they probably wouldn't trade for Bellinger if they trade for Tucker. They'd probably go out and then sign Christian Walker instead. Now, Christian Walker, couple years with the Diamondbacks, been very good. Obviously was on the team that made the World Series with them. He would just be a great acquisition for the New York Yankees, and you don't have to give up any assets. You just have to pay the guy, and since he's 33, 34 next season, it's not like he's going to be some super, super expensive first baseman. He knows this is his last year to get paid, or his last offseason to really get paid, so he's probably going to get some good money, don't get me wrong, but it's not like the Yankees are going to have to break the bank. They could sign Walker and then still have a lot of flexibility to go out there and sign someone else. I mean, you could still throw money at Corbin Burns if you want to start adding some pitchers and some major trades like Tucker or something like that. You could go out there. I mean, I guess you wouldn't offer Pete Alonso money if you're signing Christian Walker, but there are free agents left that they could go after and could help the New York Yankees win. So I would rather, in a way, I'd rather Christian Walker because he gives you a little more stability in the hitting, and the Yankees could use that. They could use Christian Walker, who he straight up is a better hitter. Now, he's not a lefty, but he is a better hitter than Cody Bellinger is at this point of each of their career, and I would like the bat for the Yankees, especially when he's also a good fielder. It just feels like this is the right signing for the New York Yankees to make right now, but I would not at all complain with Cody Bellinger either. However, I want to know what you all think, so let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Yankees.